to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Richardson going to move him around. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 48 yards. And the Colts need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And good vision there. It's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes a little tread left on the tires.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run forward with Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He's got his receiver. That's Warren. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 56 yards. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I went, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
That's a gain of
Brandon,
8.
perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team. And they can come out the real sharp in the second half.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Why you all in my face? Taking it all in my face. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I wanna do. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Again, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that is incomplete. And he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he comes back with one complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they've played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Ravens 10.
The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. By doubling your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
18 Cardinals. Let's go now. 19, 18. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back all 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready?
Richardson. Down the field, he's got one. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
These guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Set. Cowboy 80. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
70 Timberwolves. 70
Richardson going to change the play here. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ready? Viking, 18, Pioneers. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Here's Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. My, how the tables have turned now. They're trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
And they will take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first